It's about 10 to 8 now at Storms River National Park, and this is our view.
Welcome to the first episode of our Western and Eastern Cape series. In this series, we travel to Storms River mouth, Addo Elephant National Park, Mountain Zebra National Park, and on our way home, we stop at the incredible Wilderness Ebb and Flow National Park. After about 4 years of making videos, we are slowly getting more confident in telling our stories and not just showing the video footage. As with many of you, travel and camping experiences can hold many memories. Returning to some places can be especially sentimental. Storms River mouth is one of those places for us. As much as I love the anonymity of travel, I do hold on to the memories we make with people we love. We last visited Storms River 3 years ago with extended family. This was to be the last trip we had with my sister-in-law, who was shortly thereafter diagnosed and passed away from cancer. I am sure we're not alone in these feelings and these memories we make with loved ones and the places they are made in. And Storms was not the only place where we travelled together. We had travelled in South Africa extensively, but this particular trip just seemed far more significant. Whilst making this video, I've just made our bookings for the end of the year at one of the SAMParks offices. And if you have done this, you know that there are some heavy queues at some places, and some of the SAMParks venues are booked up within minutes. I can say with certainty that Storms River, as well as the Wilderness Ebb and Flow, are one of them. Despite having what seems like over 100 campsites, it is booked up in seconds. People book for sometimes a month in the park from all over South Africa. We just managed to get 3 nights this particular December, as we love doing round trips and therefore travel from park to park, visiting family in Port Elizabeth in between. The hike to Storms River Bridge is one of the most famous and has been YouTubed extensively. It is not too far, but it does have lots of stairs. It is very much worth it. We have seen snakes and other small creatures on this walk, and it is full of incredible views, from the sea to the forest to the hills and mountains around, as well as the famous bridges and walkways. An incredible memory we have from 3 years ago on one of our walks is seeing the night adder cross the stairway and go into the bushes. It was quite a nice sighting of quite an attractive, beautiful snake up close. For those of you who are less fit, there are loads of little stop and rest viewpoint areas along the way.
Watch out, there's a snake.
Is this like still a young snake?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not a snake expert, but it looks little. I still wouldn't take my chances. Storms River Rest Camp is an incredibly well-maintained camp with rather excellent staff. The bathrooms are generally very clean and well-maintained, as well as the laundry and the wash-up areas. During the December holidays, there seems to be a full program of holiday activities like a resort would normally have. All of these activities, from what I've observed, is absolutely free and done by, I think, the honorary rangers or affiliates. Storms River is an incredible place. This particular trip we had a significantly more amount of rain than we expected. Despite this, it was still fantastic. The staff there are incredible and it's a very well managed rest camp, even though it was fully booked and filled with day visitors as well. The walks and quite frankly the views and the sea make Storms River what it is. One of the best memories we have of this trip is literally just sitting and watching the dolphins swim past every morning and every afternoon. The waves crashing and the occasional whale sightings. It's simply magical. One of the other reasons Storms is so popular is because there is an abundance of activities, both in the Storms River Rest Camp as well as in the surrounding towns and areas. Also suiting all budgets or lack thereof. From basic hikes to river rafting and other sea adventures. The viewpoint walk is short and quite easy, although more stairs. The forests are enchanting, and the view at the top is quite stunning. The other more famous walk is to the Waterfall, being the first part of the Otter Trail. This is a more challenging walk, and you do a fair amount of climbing over and through rocks and pools. On this trip we just went a little past the cave, but turned back due to poor planning and no water. Even if you're not as fit, it's worth starting and doing what you can in these walks, because they are really beautiful, and sand parks do accommodate with loads of little benches and rest points along the way.
It's about 10 to 8 now at Storms River National Park, and this is our view. Had a couple of days of rain, some nice sunshine, Carmen's capturing the last of the hyperlapse that was of the sunset, which I promised was a lot better than it looks now. But yeah, clouds look pretty hectic, and we are battening down the hatches for well, it's a rainy night, but wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here right now. What a place. Storms River National Park.
On the into outside Storms River mouth, you will find the big tree. This is a very easy short walk through an even more enchanted forest. It is a fabulous into stopover and a must-do. I do particularly love trees, and walking through the forest is just such a lovely thing to do, especially with your kids. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. Please remember that if you enjoy our content, to just click like and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it does support our channel. So thank you very much. Until next time, where we'll be in the Addo Elephant National Park, take care of yourself and we'll see you then.